awareness and self-consciousness are the same thing, or is there a difference in the word
Okay.
itself, I guess?
So it's more of an experience that will answer this question for you, but there are some technical terms, there are technical ideas there. So generally, when we refer to consciousness, okay, it's a trick question. So I'll answer it very quickly first. Consciousness is generally referred to as a more individual consciousness of you. So you have your own set of perceptions, and that's your individual consciousness. Awareness is that same thing. It's also consciousness. Yet, when you're in that field of awareness, you're actually accessing that one quality of perception, which is the same for everyone. So think of that consciousness may be very individual. So what is Frankie seeing right now? I have no idea. I mean, I can assume, what you see is what I see, yet you got your own filters. That's more of a consciousness to me. You're working on clearing those filters. So, but still, that's your individual consciousness. Awareness is one step kind of above that. It's even bigger, more expanded perception of reality with no judgment whatsoever. So it's that pure perception. And that pure perception is always, it's very, very powerful. You cannot hurt awareness. You can have multiple nuclear explosions happening, but awareness doesn't change because of that. Awareness is that one living energy of pure perception. And a lot of evidence right now, I mean, I'm not going to say scientifically, but a lot of people are having awakening experiences, and there's more and more realization that all of this awareness is one awareness. It's literally, we are one. Like, I'm talking to you guys, there are three of you in front of me. There's an apparent perception of separation. So I am my consciousness. Here I am. I can feel my body, this pencil. Your experience is different now. But on the level of awareness, that boundary is no longer there. And like, I'm the awareness looking at the awareness looking back at me. It's all one awareness. Or simply put, think of it as we believe we're separate, but if you zoom out, you see one organism that's made of 8 billion cells, 8 billion people that are all behaving as one organism with one awareness. And like I said, because it kind of goes a little bit beyond, whatever logical, scientific, whatever views we have about reality, that may sound like, oh, maybe that's more like a God kind of thing. Awareness is maybe that which we call God is that one unifying consciousness of all that is, and that's the awareness. Maybe that's why I'm saying to you, it's more of an experience. I'll say this one last thing, 30 seconds. When I'm in a meditative state, or I do some kind of a flow exercise, or I do my breath work, and I'll go into this intense kind of place, and then I go into this integration phase in that, and I sometimes feel like my sense of I drops away. It's like there's no individual I anymore. And that is the most blissful state. It's just one experience that's just happening, and there's no boundary between me and the world around me. That's what I perceive as awareness, whereas consciousness is more of my individual consciousness. Does it make sense?
Yes. It seems like awareness stems from a place higher than yourself, as opposed to consciousness is within yourself.
Yeah. Yet in that awareness, you can look with your eyes, inner eyes, as the awareness. So it's the place higher than you, yet you have the ability to expand into that space and actually perceive reality as that space. So it's not like I'm here with my consciousness and the awareness is here. It can feel like that too, yet you can experientially expand into all of that and look at reality through the eyes of awareness. When that
Now,
happens,
awareness is more of a feeling, I guess, right? It's more of a feeling or just an intuition, or their visuals. I mean, I guess it's all of them. Awareness is multifaceted.
so yeah, awareness, I wouldn't say awareness is a feeling, but there's a feel to it. There's a certain feel, that expansive presence that is just all that is. And that's more of a feel. It's not like one specific feeling. Feelings may come and go. They come and go inside the awareness. They may be, anger and then peace. I'll give you an analogy. I'll give you two analogies. Awareness is the sky. A feeling is a cloud. You have a
Okay.
nice and white and puffy cloud, and it's coming. Yeah, peaceful. Next one is bigger. Joy. Boom, there's a red with some contaminated gases in there from some kind of a factory. And then there's a very, very
Okay.
dark one, like the anger. And you keep on observing that as a consciousness, observing those feelings. But the awareness is the entire sky. And you are that sky. Really, you are that awareness. So in other words, you are the sky. You're not identifying anymore with, oh, I'm the anger, I'm the fear, I'm the sadness. Those are experiences that come and go, but I'm the sky that always is. It has been, it is, and will be. Just one awareness, and it's never changing. Another word for awareness is pure beingness. It's like that which, it's just a pure life force. Words help maybe to kind of get a sense of what it is, yet you experience it. It's like more like a grace. The more you try to get into this place, the more it eludes you, the more it kind of runs away.
Because you're out of flow, you're efforting.
That's the word, efforting. Exactly. Yeah. When you drop the efforting and you welcome what is,
it's already there.
Say it again.
That it's already there. If you stop trying to put in effort, it's something that's already there, as opposed to you overlooking it by efforting, right?
Right. Yeah, it's a non-doing. When you drop wanting to understand, figure it out. Drop wanting control, drop wanting anything, wanting safety, security, and you're in that pure place of trust. And when all of that gets dropped, what stays is that awareness, and you are that. And that's the most blissful experiences that humans have. And I'm not living in that space all the time, yet, like you said it, when I drop it, it's there. You don't have to create it. Even though sometimes I use the language, could you welcome that awareness? Sometimes it helps, yet you don't have to even welcome it. By welcoming what's not this non-judgmental awareness and just allowing it to come up and move and flow and release, and another thing gets released, and another thing gets released, and another thing gets released, what stays is exactly that. Like you're saying, that awareness is what stays when you stop efforting. There's another analogy you could use. It's a movie screen. The awareness is the movie screen. It's there. It's always perfect, impeccable, eventless, decisionless, pure movie screen. Oh, now the movie's been projected and you have like some soldiers running and shooting something. And then you have another movie being projected, but screen does not change. It's that one screen. Experiences change, come and go. That screen is that perfect one place that never changes. So that's another kind of analogy for awareness, for beingness.
Yeah, it's the base state of being.
Yeah.
You know, it's so interesting because the world and culture wants to tell you that everything is effort, everything is add, do more, build it up. But this is actually subtracting. The more you subtract, the better your chances of getting into that state of awareness. It's interesting.
That's exactly what it is. It is subtraction.
Less is more. This is one of those less is more cases.
Yeah. And the less you effort, the more you're in the flow, the more you kind of allow things to happen, as opposed to you're doing it. You're just doing is happening. It's whatever needs to happen will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so interesting, and man, it's a concept that can easily escape you if you're just caught up in the day-to-day grinds.
Exactly. That's why in the flow course, the most important and the most useful tool in all of the flow really is pause, become aware of what is, and that what is includes what's around you and what's here. Welcome what is. You instantly get out of the story that you get stuck in. Oh, what's happening now? Pause, observe. Oh, I feel angry right now, or I feel overwhelmed. Can I allow this overwhelm to be here? Could I welcome it? Could I welcome it a little more? And then the different maneuvers, you can simply ask yourself, am I the overwhelm? Or am I that which is aware? Process the question internally. Am I this feeling that I feel right here? Or am I the awareness that is aware of that feeling? These questioning techniques that I introduce in the flow course, and we are working through that all the time, basically. It's can I welcome it? Can I allow it to be here? Can I let that go? Would I let that go? Oh, no, I would not. Okay, can you hold on to this feeling? You see, there's no fighting here. Whatever is happening, give yourself the permission to do what you're doing. So all of these maneuvers are allowing you to go with the flow of life as opposed to away from it or against it. And yeah, less is more. Welcome. Pause. If you get caught up, remember just to pause. Come back to your breath. That 5x, 5 times during the day, guys. Do that. The more you just pause for 20 seconds, for 30 seconds, do nothing. Just go back to your heart. Observe what is and keep on going with your day. The more you do this when there's no stressor or stressors in your life, the more that's going to be available to you when there's stress. So go back to the most basic thing, heart-focused breathing. Welcome the feeling of ease. Pause, notice what is. Do a little FBI. Any of that interrupts the pattern of automatic reactiveness, like to your point, Frankie. How many times during our work week we find ourselves caught up in a story, and it tends to backlog, kind of like backlogging means things accumulate because we're on pause until we
exactly
pause.